We're here today to talk about disbudding dahlias, and what I like to do is to remove the secondary buds near the main bud. So you have the main bud here, and then right next to the main bud, usually you have two, sometimes three, but mostly two little secondary buds next to it. And the reason you want to remove those is, there's many reasons, but one of the main reasons is these will take a lot of energy from the plant that could go into producing, a big, healthy bloom for you. So what you want to do is, you don't need a tool. You just want to roll these off. It's best to do first thing in the morning. So I just hold these like this, and then I just snap them off like that. So you're just rolling. You're not pinching with your fingernails like this and then leaving a little stump like that. You want to just roll them off. So if you do have a little stump, you can just roll those off. And I like to put these into a waste can as I'm going. So I'm going to just show you that again. So here we have kind of a more unusual one. So you go down to the first set of leaves that are opposite each other. So we've got the opposite each other. And then these ones are kind of not opposite each other. So it's kind of a funny one here. So you will get funny ones, so that's why I'm showing you. So you're going to want to remove this bud here. So just hold on to it and pull it over. Just pops off. Hold on to it and just pull it over. And then hold on to it and pull it over like that. So then you've got this really nice long stem. You'll get a nice long stem. And if you look down here, this will be your next push. And that will push, again, a stem like this with a bud on top of it. So you're not bothering the flower at all by doing this. So here's another one that was disbudded. You can see it has little scars right in here. I don't know if you can see that right there. So I wanted to show you that. Look, on this one, it was a little bit of a later disbud, and you can see that the scars are a little bigger. This one, the disbud was done pretty well. There's only a tiny little scar there. So what you have is you have this first set of leaves that are opposite each other. This is called a wolf leaf. You don't really have to count that as the first set of leaves. So let's look at this one here again. So you see the main bud here. You see these secondary buds on either side, and here's the first set of leaves that are opposite each other. So I'm just going to either hold here. I like to hold here at the base so I don't break anything, and just take this and pull it over like this and pull it over like that. And then that little spot right down in there will just scar over, and it will look like this in a few days, just like that. Okay, sometimes you miss disbudding early, and if that happens, what you can see here is now one of the secondary buds was taken off right here, but this one was missed, and that happens sometimes. And so what you would do, you can see how this would compete with the main bud. It's going to go up and actually be taller than the main bud. And in my experience with florists, they take those off anyway. We remove all the leaves before we sell our blooms, because it just helps the bloom stay more hydrated. So if it's long like this, I know it's hard to do. I know when I was first disbudding, it seems like, oh, this will be a flower, but it really should be taken off, because this bud will be more mature and kind of falling apart by the time this one is coming along. So you just hold it when it's big like this and then just snap it over, and that's fine to do even at that stage. So it's a good idea to disbud, and when I go, you can just kind of follow me here, Bray. I'll just show them how I do it. I just go like that. It's not like, it doesn't take too long. You just kind of look in here. You can disbud when they're really tiny like this. You can pull them off like that. But this is kind of an easier time to do it when you can see them really well. And I just do them both at the same time like that. So if I'm coming along here, you can go down to the second set of leaves if you want an extra long stem. So this has been disbudded, but if you wanted to go down to the next set across from each other, so this is one set, two set, you could just go down to that, and then you'd get an exceptionally long stem, which sometimes you might need that when your florist might ask you for a really long stem. So again, here we've got a wolf leaf, and sometimes there's a bud there. So I'm going to take that off at the wolf leaf, and then I'm going to also take these little buds off on either side of the leaves that are opposite each other. So that's pretty much it for today.